What's going on? Welcome to a vacation edition of The Green Room. Sitting here at the beach in in my parents' room of this vacation house. Really excited though to talk with you all today. Today we have a guest that I'm pretty excited for. He was the last person that I DJ'd with before this whole pandemic hit. We had a fun boat show going on. Here to introduce Tanner Dixon, everyone. Tanner, man, what's going on?
How's it going, guys? I'm stoked to be here too, man. Just chilling like everybody else that's in the music scene.
Just
Um,
trying to make it through, right?
yeah, man. It's a crazy thing going on right now, man. I'm trying to join you here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think we
Boom.
figured out. Oh, boom, here it is. View, go live. And so it looks like you're joining. I think we did it. I think we got this down pat. Every week
Yep.
every week we get better and better. What's up,
All
dude?
right, there it is, man. I
So
got you on too.
if anyone hears some feedback, let us know. But I think we should be good to go on both. Yeah, Tanner, I feel like this is a fun one because, honest to God, so that boat party. It was funny when that boat party happened. I remember thinking to myself, because I'm, as much as I love to, do electronic music stuff and really be involved and go out. I am someone that does not like staying out late. It's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. And we were probably out till what, 4 a.m. that night, 5, something crazy. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking to myself very vividly, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of 2020. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay out late. I'm going to go hang out with people. And 2 weeks later, a global pandemic hit, and that ruined all possibility of that happening. But here we
Yeah,
are.
man. I mean, like I was just starting to get the wheels turning for 2020, and you know what? It might not be the worst thing that's ever happened. It's really let me focus on, uh, creating music and stuff like that. And maybe it's a blessing in disguise, but I was definitely geared up to go in and play a bunch of shows this summer and release a bunch of music and play it out, man.
Dude,
But
so it's really funny. So obviously, this is going to just jump right into this part. So Gabe Dupont, who we had at the very beginning, one of the first people we've interviewed, one of the first people I've known in the music industry, he texted me so excitedly, hey, I've got this new house artist, which of course I had to be excited about because he's got a rap artist covered. He's got Ian with, I don't even know what we want to call Ian, heavy dubstep, melodic dubstep. He never had a house
right,
artist. So finally he's like, oh, wow, we got this house artist. And I heard your stuff. And then like, it was probably like a couple weeks later when we planned the show. So I was personally really excited, both as a fan and a friend, to see your project take off. We still have a chance for that to happen, and it still will happen. And I guess that's actually a pretty good point in that your project, and correct me if I'm wrong here, was pretty recently launched right before coronavirus.
yeah. It was literally pretty much directly before, like I just got out of I wouldn't say got out because we're still kind of messing around with ideas, but I had just done like a project for 7-8 years called Antics, and so I just kind of started kicking off my house career. I had it all branded and marketed with those guys. Those guys are great, and yeah, I'm actually we're putting together EPs and stuff on this little break here, and yeah, man, we're stoked. We're stoked to get some stuff out there and it's slowly starting to get the wheels turning again. Like you lose kind of motivation when all that stuff goes down. But because playing shows and all that fun stuff, that really keeps the gears turning for you as an artist. Like, oh, I can't wait to play this track out, and now you're just I feel like all these other artists who are just sitting on you know tens
Yeah.
of hundreds of tracks, if maybe even like just waiting to play those out again.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, and let's put a pause. I want to talk all about the trip, or not the trip. Excuse me. I want to talk all about the artist project in a second because I feel like you
Okay.
had a lot of stream. This is me getting too excited to talk about your artist project and me telling myself to calm down. Because first and foremost, before we do, I like to always start these things with the kind of how we met story, and
Okay.
I like that boat. That boat party was so fun. So just going back to that really quickly before we close that loop. I mean, for anyone that wasn't there, I mean, there's only so many details we can give because this boat party was truly a top secret location.
Dirty.
Dirty.
It was a dirty New York party.
Did you see the mannequin with the face mask that was right next to the DJ stage? I don't know if you remember this.
I just can't remember.
I remember walking into that boat being blown away and just running around. And then I see this mannequin with a face mask, which is apropos now that the whole coronavirus thing has happened.
Yeah.
And I just said, and that was when I realized like what that night was about to be about, because it was just this dirty, gross mannequin with like big boobs just sitting out there. And I was like, this is going to go next to the DJ stage. And I just put it there. And like, that was the vibe for the night. It was a dirty, gross place, but it was fun.
Dude, it was so fun, man. Like that was my first time playing in New York, like a whole set.
Yeah.
And I've come to New York and played a couple times, but I think that's exactly how I'd want it to go right there. It's just like underground, late night, just dirty. I love dirty, gritty underground. You know, like that's my jam right there.
Yeah. So I mean, you tell me. I mean, obviously, you're from Minnesota. Wisconsin? I guess that's just me mixing up. I don't even know if Minnesota's the Midwest. Look, man. I'm on vacation mode. I'm on vacation mode, so I get all passes here. So first time in New York, first time playing in New York. Crazy weird party, minimalistic brand. It was kind of like the perfect setup for you.
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to come back and maybe do something more and keep working with you guys. But yeah, man, that was like that is what I try to get going here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, just stuff kind of like not so kosher to just like going out and being in a nice nightclub. You know, I used to go to, I mean, like every week I would go down to Chicago and I'd go to these dirty warehouse after parties until fucking the sun came up. They give you sunglasses when you're leaving, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. And like there was this, it gave me it gave me goosebumps to play my like real first one of those, you know, like where I come somewhere, no one really knows me. And I used to be the kid in the crowd just being like, who is this guy, you know, and just be blown away because the setting, the atmosphere, you know, like I would love to get that going here in Milwaukee. I'm trying to, you know, after all this is done. But yeah, man.
Absolutely. And just really quickly, PSA to all the people on Instagram, because I see a couple comments here. Tanner's having some issues with his phone, which sound crazy, by the way, when you explain that to me. Crazy software glitches. Just click the link in our bio, and you'll be able to hear the conversation two-way. But absolutely, man, New York vibe is really one that I personally miss something, and I hate talking about this so often because I'm not trying to be depressing, but like honest to God, if we're going to talk about what's going on, like so many people that are in the scene in New York, like that was part of our energy. That is part of what kept us going, and like we miss that energy. So we'd love to have you back. We plan on having you back when this whole thing's over. We've got a long laundry list of people we're going to have back, so fret not. We'll make that happen.
Alright, hold on, I gotta check my phone battery here. It just gave me a little warning.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, cool. I got 11%, so I'm gonna cut it all the way down the wire. I might have to run away for like 1 second.
All good, man. Charger. All good. We're all good on that.
I'm usually underprepared for everything that I do, pretty much.
You know what? You're not a DJ if if in the middle of your performance you're not underprepared. I'll give you a quick story. So I guess I'm gonna go admit here that I like to play edits out live. I don't know if that goes against the branding or not here. And apparently, well, actually, let me tell you the order of information in which I found this out. I'm preparing for my set. I'm going on in an hour. I'm at the club. I say, let me just check my USB to make sure it works. My entire playlist is not loading. Nothing is loading for some reason. Not sure why. I am screwed. I have an hour till my set. I don't know what I'm going to do. My videographer, who is not a producer, not anything, he goes, hey, this is crazy, and I don't know if this is going to help you, but I happen to read on Reddit that if you bounce your edits in 32 bits, it won't work. You should do 16.
Oh my God. I've never heard that.
I was like, actually, I did bounce them at 32 bits. Really quickly rebounced them at 16. Good to go. I had maybe 15 minutes to spare. I was freaking. I was literally ready to just be like, I can't play. Like, I'm sorry, someone else take my set. I was so sad.
That man is